Neely Fuller Jr. Neely Fuller Jr., can you explain why the people of this planet are we consist of monsters and monstrosities?
Oh, because we don't practice justice. Now, what's the difference between a monster and a monstrosity? A monstrosity is a person that acts in a nonsensical way. In other words, not logical, basically. A monster is a person that's not logical and a person who is extremely destructive. That's what the system of white supremacy produces among the non-white people. And in the process of doing that to non-white people, they are that themselves. Because that's the nature of the universe. That's the nature of logic. That if you spread poison, you get some of the poison on yourself. That's like this, as an illustration, the white supremacists said, we're going to poison all these black people with cocaine, heroin, opium. We'll even fight among people who are called the Chinese. We'll force them to use something called opium. They had something. One time I heard or read somewhere, or I've heard periodically, they had among people who are called quote unquote Chinese and the white supremacists, directly and indirectly, instigating something called the proliferation of opium, and then had 3 wars about it. The people who were called the people of color, called Chinese, trying to get rid of it, and had to fight directly or indirectly the white supremacists in trying to get rid of it. And the Chinese, from what I understand, were basically defeated until the white supremacists decided, well, they don't want to push it that far as to fight about it anymore. So they just spread it in other places in the world among non-white people and bragged about it practically in a movie called Godfather 1. That's on my movie list on the website. They said, and what did the Don say, Don Corleone, in that movie? He said, in the years to come, what we are putting out will come back to haunt us, our own children, and our grandchildren. But the people around the table, the other mobsters, didn't want to think about thinking that far ahead. Mm-hmm. They were thinking about now. They were thinking like black people, just what we can do now. So now you have what? Something called fentanyl that I understand from what I hear and see, looking at television and listening to the radio, that many, many white people are on something that the white supremacists, either directly or indirectly, had something to do, or just about everything to do, with spreading among dark-skinned people, and more of it among white people. So what the Don Corleone said around that table has come true. Said, I don't want to deal in that kind of stuff because like we putting it out on other people, it'll come back to haunt us and our own grandchildren because we won't be able to control it that well. Now, that movie was made in 1971. Now, here in 2023, it's come true.
It's come true. Yes, sir.
Although the white supremacists are working to see to it that it doesn't go any further. And as they say in any gangster operation, that is not bad for business. Gangster language is, you know how the gangsters talk. The black people copy. Too many black people. You know, it's bad for business. He's bad for business. Kill him, because he's bad for business. He's good for business, so let him